Velkommen tilbage til en meget underlig spil.
All of his co-workers were
Det hedder
gone.
spændende,
What could it mean?
ja.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Simpelthen en underlig spil.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Jeg går bare
drawers,
videre,
he entered the door on his left.
nemlig længere væk.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nej. Jeg bliver her.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Sidste. Jeg kan lide det.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Har du et problem? Lad være med at kigge på mig.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Jamen, jeg vil gerne forklare det, men du kan ikke høre mig. Vel?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Til nu stille. Jeg kigger bare. Men når du bliver ved med at snakke på den måde, så gør jeg det.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Siger du med, eller skal jeg bare... Og så se her.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just wait for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Og så se her. Begynd spillen forfra. Så skal I se. Jeg håber på, den gør det. Så skal I se det sjovt.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Nu vil jeg nemlig ind i klædeskabet igen.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Tak, det var sgu da på tide. Hvad er det der? Der er en boks, noget tape, saks, tror jeg, noget tape mere, tape, boks. Hvad fanden er det? Hallo, fortæller. Hvad er det der for noget? Jeg kan ikke huske, hvad de hedder. Fuck it. Der er en boks. Der er en svupper. Hvor svupper? Man kan ikke have sådan en der uden en svupper. Jeg vil begynde forfra. Det kan være, at svupperen kommer igen. Jeg vil have den svupper.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Jeg har nemlig ikke prøvet før, men der sker altså en
there
lidt
was
sjov
not
med
a
den
single
der.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Jeg vil derind! Jeg vil derind! Så er han boldet der.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nu må aldrig have det sjovt.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Tak. Bare fordi jeg ikke må komme ind i kosteskab. Det er simpelthen så tarveligt. Der er en knap. Knap.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit
Jeg håber, der kommer en
peculiar.
toer.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ja, sikkert.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Siger han et eller andet og går tilbage? Nej, det gør han ikke. Vi skal have alle slutningerne. Selvom det bliver vores grusomme død. Sikkert.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Dør der ikke? Okay. Oh shit. Altså, jeg vil godt kunne hoppe ud, altså.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Holy fuck, yeah.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Død, kan man så sige. Jamen, hvis jeg er død, hvad laver jeg så her?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nej! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Og ingenting. Det husker jeg ikke særlig godt, men sjovt. Sjovt spil. Det er det, jeg arbejder? Nej. Mystisk. Hvor skal jeg hen? Kan jeg da ikke huske nu. Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Okay.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Det var jeg heldig. Jeg nåede ikke dø. Det var ubehageligt. Nå, men det var så den sidste episode, næsten i hvert fald. Jeg laver en til, hvor jeg sætter alle de der små, sjove ting sammen. Så det bliver sådan en bonus, kan man sige. Så vi ses lige om lidt.